just opening thoughts on the loss. Obviously, I know it's a tough one being at home, and just talk about the loss in itself.
It hurts. We had a good streak going. We had a good thing going in the TAC for a while. We were able to overcome some of those deficits, in the past couple of years where you just don't seem like you're in a great rhythm offensively or defensively, but you find a way. And I had no doubts that that's what was going to happen, for about 32 minutes there. But they played with some poise offensively, really good poise. I thought they were terrific, handling our pressure across the board. They made sound decisions. They didn't allow us to speed them up enough to create enough turnovers to overcome the deficit and to overcome our offensive woes, really. And you got to credit them defensively for those offensive woes. And then the next big thought would be we didn't take advantage of a huge opportunity with an unbelievable crowd. So appreciative to our fans and to our students. It was packed, it was enthusiastic, and I wish we could have given them a win.
Coach, shooting the ball, have y'all shot this poorly this season?
No. We shot it awfully poorly tonight, but they defended awfully well tonight, in addition. I don't scream at our guys and say we have to shoot better. We all need to shoot better. I need to do a better job coaching. Our assistants need to do a better job. Our managers need to do a better job. We preach that to our guys every day. Ownership, put it on you. That said, I thought Lafayette sat down and executed a scouting report. Didn't give our shooters much space. Forced us to drive it. Knew a few of our looks that they took us out of. The few looks that we did get, we didn't convert. And and against a good defensive team, like all good defensive teams, you have to make those few really good looks that you get.
Leading into the game, did you think y'all would have a poor shooting night in the shoot around? Did you get that feeling?
No, not at all. We've been shooting the ball pretty well. Another factor in why we go 4 of 20 from 3 is that we're playing from behind all night. Because they had the lead in the first half. They got off to a great offensive start. We did a poor job defensively in the first half. They were very good. So we played from behind. I thought we pressed a little bit offensively, played a little bit fast, hunted shots a little bit more than you need to do to be successful, and more than we've done in the past 3 weeks.
Every time you got within a couple, it seemed like they punched right back.
Yeah.
How kind of momentum shift was that?
Oh, I thought there were 5 or 6 times where we were right there on the verge of turning it, where you can tie it or take the lead, and or cut it to 1 or 2 and put a little more game pressure on them. But every time it just seemed like they stepped up with a big tip in, or Casey Shepard with a big drive, or they drew a foul and get to the foul line. They had a bunch of deflating, I guess, conversions where we weren't able to overcome the lead.
A lot of talk was about coming in the game about Peyton and Long.
Yeah.
And Shepard stepped up. How big was he tonight for them?
He was the best player on the floor. He was terrific. He handled the ball very, very well. He passed it well. He's got good speed, good change of direction. And then he got in the paint at will, and he knocked down jump shots. I think he made a couple from 3. And Xavier and Rimmer, I thought, was another X factor for him. We did a decent job on the other 2, who are terrific players. I mean, both of them have a chance for us to be watching them on TNT one day. I really believe that, Peyton and Long. But Shepard and Rimmer were terrific. Every team's got really good role players or role players. Those 2 are really good role players tonight.
I know you're going to probably not answer this question, but the officiating, I know they frustrated you a whole lot of the night. You had some conversations with them whenever the timeouts would happen. How did you think the officiating was overall?
I'm sorry, Jay. I just can't comment. I'm sorry. I can't comment. The officials didn't decide the game. They were good. They were better than us. We got to be better. It's a long season, and we better improve, or Southern come here and beat us.
Do you think this could be a good thing for you guys? That it's a wake-up call for your guys?
I may think that tomorrow. Right now, shoot, I'm just down. More than anything, I didn't think we were characteristic of who we are, who we've been in the past, defensively at the tip. And they got going offensively, and then we couldn't defend them, for the remainder, for the next 37 minutes. We've got to be better defensively. You can't have someone come in your own building and shoot 50% and think you have a chance. We're not that good offensively. We've shot it well so far this season because our defense has helped us offensively, because we've gotten on the open floor and gotten good ones because of our defense. It can't be vice versa with us.
Along those same lines, particularly in the first half, it looked like their penetration into the lane and then their kickoff whenever they came out.
Yeah.
You came on to help defense. That was suffering. Is that part of that, what you were just talking about?
Yeah, we just got to defend the bounce more than anything better. That's where we had the most breakdowns tonight. They had some offensive rebound putbacks. We had a couple scouting report assignment screw-ups, which I'm sure they did. That happens. Where you allow Rimmer to get one off from three when that's obviously his strength, and the plan coming into the game was not allowing him to get one off. Period. We've got to make him a driver, and we didn't do that. So he hits 2 or 3, and when you're down 6 with 6 minutes, let's say, I mean that's the difference in the game. Attention to detail's got to be better, but that's across the board. I think with college basketball, it's still early. We have a lot to learn from this game and from our other games, but defending the bounce and then rotations on shooters and blockouts. There's so much we can get better at defensively. I think our ceiling's very high defensively. Heck, offensively, we don't even need to worry about that much right now.
Going back to the atmosphere inside the TAC tonight,
Yeah.
it seemed like one of the best ones in the last few years. How much did it mean for you guys to have that crowd?
Well, I would beg that they come back. It meant a ton at the tip, and midway through the first half, you look up there, we go on a couple runs. Early second half, I thought it got loud in there, and just really appreciative, especially our students. Man, that's probably twice as many students as we've had in there, and I wish we could have given them a better show. I wish we could have found a way to win by 1 point to entice them a little bit more to come back. Maybe they will regardless. I promise we'll defend better. We'll defend better Saturday. We have to find a way, or we can't be successful. I think we'll play extremely hard Saturday if I know this group like I think I do. I really believe we got beat tonight, but we have a solid locker room. We got great young men that are hurting, that are they're not pointing fingers at each other. They know that we have to get back to work. We have to learn from it. We'll have a good film session tomorrow like we always do, and we'll make some improvements. Hopefully it's good enough. Hopefully the improvements are good enough to win Saturday. I'm not positive they will be. Southern's very, very good. But the ultimate goal, we all know, is to get better every game. Basketball is a long season. And hopefully a couple months from now we're a lot better than we were tonight, especially defensively.
Kaiser wasn't 100% tonight. How did you feel like Zeke and Gibby stepped up and played?
I thought they were both pretty good. They're both thrown into tough, difficult situations, especially when they're lined up against such a good player, such a talented kid in Sean Long. I thought they gave it their all. Could have been better, sure. They'll get better with more experience. But I'm glad you asked that question. I was very proud of Mike Kaiser tonight, despite the loss. I mean, he's a kid that 48 hours ago, we didn't know if he was going to play another game this season. I mean, he's getting X-rays and MRIs, and his knee's all swollen, and so on and so forth. And his knee's very swollen right now. It's a pain tolerance thing, and he's got a bunch of bruising in his knee, and he fought through it and gave everything he could, and he really helped us defensively, gave us a chance. We were better on the interior than we were on the perimeter. Way better defensively.